And this would be test 2 of our new studio. Hopefully we get things right this time between the two of us. So we have yeah, right. So we have another article for you about the Autopen. However, I do want to make one commentary that Joe Biden really looks terrible here.
Yes, he
I
does.
thought I thought they had him dolled up pretty good, but and I mean dolled, Dolled, not dowled, Dulled, which he looks like here. I can't believe how bad he looks. I mean, I know he's older,
Hmm.
way older, but he still looks terrible.
Yeah, he
So
does.
this was from July 14th. Trump doubles down on auto pen claims as Biden blasts president and supporters as liars. Trump and Republicans have slammed Biden's use of an auto pen and his pardons.
Alrighty. Oops.
Former
There we go.
Okay. Former President Joe Biden, in an interview with the New York Times published on Sunday, said that he personally made every clemency and pardon decision during the last few weeks of his presidency, including those made with an auto pen.
Uh huh.
However,
Sure.
yeah, that pen just turned on by itself.
And I'm Mother Teresa.
Well, I don't know who I could be, but however, he and aides told the Times that some decisions for huge for large batches of pardons were based on broad categories that various people fell into, not based on reviewing individuals on a case by case basis. Let me catch my breath.
Yep.
Crazy.
I've got it marked where you left off.
I okay. And
So,
no, it's not hospital time yet. I just can't breathe. That's all.
uh huh. I
So you
believe
don't
you do
hear it?
have oxygen and an inhaler.
Yeah, I know.
I
Oh
bet
yeah,
they
I
would
put
help
yeah.
miracles.
Nope, nope. Why should we do that?
Oh,
Biden's proved the categories and standards for choosing who to pardon. I made every single one of those, and including the categories, when we set up, when this, oh God, when we set this up to begin with, Biden said of the clemency and pardon decisions. In December, Biden pardoned his son, Hunter Biden, who was convicted on tax evasion and federal gun charges, committed commu-
commuted.
commuted the sentences of nearly 1,500 people on home confinement and pardoned 39 who were convicted of nonviolent crimes.
And we went through most of that list.
Yes, we did. We, if I mean, but that was what? How many? You'll see
Oh,
that. Oh yeah, is that marked in the episode?
it
Uh,
is that
oh,
we have, and it was under the corrupt politicians. And when I post this video, I can link that video to it in YouTube. I don't know if I'll be able to in Rumble, but because YouTube allows us to post related videos.
yeah. So we went through both his, and Trump's pardons that they did,
Hmm.
and we actually pulled up case by case, uh,
Quite a few of them.
quite a few of them, and they some of them were quite shocking, especially those that were what wasn't there a couple that were treason to Iran or Iraq?
They were not so much treason, but they were the
Yeah, well,
selling information or whatever. They it was treason against America, basically. It was
right,
something about harming America.
right. They were going to do some type of harm, and he let them go. So go figure.
Yeah, I think it might have been
Uh,
financial harm of some sort. Whatever.
in January, he pardoned nearly 2,500 nonviolent drug offenders. On the list, on the last day of his presidency, he issued preemptive pardons to potential targets of the incoming Trump administration and to several close family members. President Donald Trump said, I'm giving up here in about a second. President Donald Trump and congressional Republicans have also focused their ire on Biden's use of an Autopen device to sign pardons and other documents, claiming either that the pardons Biden approved are void because they were signed using an Autopen, or that it matters who controlled the Autopen when the pardons were signed. Trump has said he has used an Autopen for some trivial matters, but criticized its use for pardons. In June, Trump ordered Attorney General Pam Bondi to investigate whether the Biden administration sought to conspire to cover up his mental state while in office and to look through Biden's use of the Autopen. Biden defended the use of the Autopen. The Autopen is legal. As you know, other presidents used it, including Trump. But the point is that, we were talking about a whole lot of people.
Right.
Mm-hmm. They're liars, Biden also said of Trump and Republicans. They know it. They have a pretty good thing going here. They've done so badly. They've lied so consistently about almost everything they're doing. The best thing they can do is try to change the focus and focus on something else. He called the Fuhrer consistent with Trump's game plan all along.
Wait, the
If I told
Fuhrer? Why
Fuhrer,
would. It,
yeah,
wait, are we referring to the German terminology Fuhrer here?
no,
Oh.
Fuhrer, meaning like,
Yeah, I know. And that's why it threw me for a second because they're always referring to Trump as a Nazi, as
it's
Hitler. So it's.
funny. Yeah, you think that might be a subliminal type of
Oh,
messaging
they
in the
totally did that on purpose. They totally did
uh-huh,
that on purpose to trip people
uh-huh,
up.
yep.
Oh, God, sorry.
You're fine.
I know the English meaning, but I was also like, oh my God. Yeah.
And I bet the spelling's different on it too, isn't it? We're
Well, there's two
we're
dots
not
over the U, and I think
yeah,
it's still
we're
an
not
OR at the end. I'm not fluent
okay.
in German.
Neither am I. So we'll pass that part up.
It just took me a
So
second.
consistent with Trump's game plan all along. If I told you 3 years ago we'd have a president doing this, I think you'd look at me in the eye and say, "What? Are you crazy?" Well, we knew you were crazy. You didn't come out of the basement.
Yeah.
Asked about the Times report Monday morning, Trump called Biden's use of Autopen a tremendous scandal. The president once again claimed without evidence that Biden wasn't aware of what was being signed.
Biden wasn't aware of where he was at 90% of his presidency. What makes you think he knew what he was signing?
Because he
Oh.
told them. He told them.
Oh, this is a
Put
rehearsed
them in the,
script and they've edited the video.
to put it in the categories that he so determined. He made those categories.
He didn't do
Remember?
jack shit. Anyways.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
I guarantee you he knew nothing. That's okay. I guarantee you he knew nothing about what he was signing. I guarantee you, Trump said in the Oval Office. Biden's latest remarks come as Trump and Republicans continue to argue that Biden was not the one making decisions to grant pardons or clemencies, or in charge of decisions more broadly during his presidency. Now, hold on one second.
Uh huh.
Every time I see clemency, all I want to say is clementine oranges. But
I want to break out into the song "Oh My Darling."
my darling Clementine.
Yep. Sorry, old song. If you
I,
don't know it, where the hell have you been your whole
yeah,
life?
yeah. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't.
Well,
In
time to
May,
look it up.
yep, in May, Senate Republicans announced their plans to launch the probe into Biden's mental state while in office, including his use of Autopen. The House The House Oversight Committee is also conducting an investigation into Biden's health in office. Last week, Biden's former White House physician, Dr. Kevin O'Neill briefly appeared before
O'Neill?
the.
Where do you get O'Neill? That's O'Connor.
I know, where did I get O'Neill from?
I get they're all both Irish names, but like that's a
Why did I say
major difference.
you're not? Where'd O'Neill come from? Maybe Eric's right. Maybe he has a right to be worried about who's coming to the house when he's not home.
Uh, Dr.
Where
Kevin O'Connor. Yeah.
Yeah, where did
Well, that's as
hold
bad
on
as
a
my
second.
Vince McMahon versus Ed McMahon in the last
I know,
episode.
like I know, like this is too funny. Where'd that come from?
I have no clue, but it's
Me neither.
funny.
I it's hysterical. Dr. Kevin O'Connor briefly appeared before the oversight committee behind closed doors, where he declined to cooperate, invoking the Fifth Amendment and asserting physician patient privilege.
Uh huh. Uh
Mm-hmm.
huh. I bet he wouldn't if Biden was in perfect health. He'd just say, "Yeah, dude's in perfect health. Here, look."
Uh-huh. Aren't they supposed to give? Well, they do
There
give a
was legal
report.
consent given. Biden gave legal consent, I believe, at some point for his medical
What
records
would
to be
he do?
public. Some of them, at least.
But he didn't take the cognitive test, did he?
He claims he did.
Okay. At least he thinks he did. The Times said it reviewed emails from the Biden White House that corroborated that it had put in place a process where Biden made decisions before clemency records were signed by an Autopen device. ABC News has not obtained or reviewed these emails.
Oh, because they
Now,
don't
okay,
exist.
right now, the Times was able to get that, but like they couldn't
Wait. No, hold up. It says the Times said it reviewed emails,
email
but
from.
the Times ABC News has not obtained or reviewed them. Okay, I'm sorry. I read that backwards.
So make fun of me and Dr. O'Neill, why don't you? You know what I
Oh, I thought it said down here
mean?
that the Times now was claiming it has not obtained. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They
Oh my
just said they did.
darling.
And then I look,
Oh
oh,
my
it's
darling.
ABC News, a completely
Oh my
different agency.
darling
Okay.
Clementine. Okay, you with us? Are you back?
Physically or mentally?
Either. We'll take either.
How about neither?
I'll go for that. I'm down for that. And, and we just want our wonderful audience to know we're both sick as hell. And we're just trying to get this content out so you can enjoy us throughout your week.
Oh, God.
Oh,
And this one won't be edited. That's the good news. This one doesn't need to be
yeah.
edited like the first one where we totally botched a few things. But
Ooh.
yeah,
Yeah, neither one of us can read today. I
read
got
or
this
think.
right. For larger categories of individuals being considered to be pardoned, the Times reported, Biden did not approve every single name, but approved what standards would be used to figure out
Oh,
which people would get their sentences adjusted. But,
wait. Whoa. They just literally admitted Biden did not approve every single name.
right, but that's stated above. Biden said just put them all in a category. Like, here are all the
They,
nonviolent drug
but he
offenders.
never reviewed it to make sure they actually fit in that category.
Well, no, because, well, I don't know. I'm just telling you. That's what they said. Well,
So
he
how
didn't
is this allowed?
because he had determined what the standards would be.
That don't mean
And my
shit
question,
to
no,
the little aide.
my question is, what if they slipped somebody in there,
Uh
right?
huh.
That was like some mass murderer or something, and he just signed the auto pen signed off on it, and poof away,
Yeah,
they're gone.
or a family member of theirs. Who knows? I mean, the aides are not supposed to have their family members pardoned by the president without just cause.
Mm-hmm.
What the fudge? That's alarming. And I don't like any president doing that. I want the president reviewing each case, and I don't care how busy he is. It doesn't get signed unless he himself has reviewed it.
Look at it. Correct.
And I don't care. Trump can get an earful from me about this one, too. Just pointing out I'm non-biased. Okay, I'm sorry. That pisses me off.
Non-biased or unbiased?
I'm non-biased. I'm no bias on
Okay.
this one. I don't care if it's Republican or Democrat. The president should be the only one deciding. People can
Well,
put forth contenders, but the president
okay,
makes the
yeah.
final decision.
So there were 2,500 nonviolent drug people. There were 1,500 of the other ones. So that's
There
what
shouldn't be
four.
that many.
There were 4,000 plus how many more that we don't know about.
There should not
That's
be
a full
that
time
many.
job. That's a full time job.
There should not be that many. Plain and simple, not that many.
I mean, we couldn't even do have a calendar called the 1-a-day pardon calendar because there's not enough people. There's not enough years for them to get through them all.
No, there just shouldn't be that many getting pardoned. It should
Well,
be
I don't.
exceptional cases only,
Mhm.
not this mass production. Hell no.
I would have thought Hunter would have had to spend a little bit of time in jail.
He should have never been pardoned to begin with.
Exactly. I just said he should have spent a little bit of time in jail, meaning
More
no.
than a little bit. Dude should be rotting for 30 years that they give the normal tax evaders.
Well,
I'm sorry. And the federal gun crime. That right there
yep.
is a felony that I would be rotting in jail for a long ass time. I'm sorry. No.
Right.
What's that? No one's above the law bullshit they spewed for 4 years?
Right.
Oh, sorry. My
You're fine.
tangents. Anyways,
Okay, Biden himself did not discuss pardons for higher profile figures such as former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Mark Milley, according to the New York Times report. Well, first of all, there's categories. So, they aren't reading names out for the commutations for those who had
oops, up
been
here.
on home. What? I'm looking down on the screen.
Yeah, sorry, I wrote my fingers.
Okay. I know. That's so funny.
I highlighted where you were.
Oh, Lord help us today. Thank you. Who had been home confinements for during the pandemic, Biden told the Times. So the only things we really read off names were, for example, was I. What was I going to do about, for example, Mark Milley? Mark's a good guy. We know how vindictive Trump is, and I've no doubt that they would have gone after Mark for no reason. I told them I wanted to make sure he had a pardon because I knew exactly what Trump would do without any merit. The Times said there were some small changes made to the lists of people sent to receive pardons after Biden had approved the category based on new information from the Bureau of Prisons, and that aides did not bother to run the revisions by Biden before putting the pardons through Autopen, although the aides saw that as routine.
Sorry.
So there were okay, we're almost done. We'll question that later.
Yeah.
Biden further defended the decision to pardon his family members because Trump would go after me through my family, he told the Times. I know how vindictive he is. I mean, everybody knows how vindictive he is, Biden told the Times. So we knew that they had to do what they're doing now, and my family didn't do anything wrong. And all it would do is if he went after them would be is run up legal bills.
His own sentences
I feel
sound
like
like shit. I felt
I
like you were
like
misreading it, but it's exactly what he wrote.
yes, that's why I slowed down. And if I felt like that was Kamala Harris wrote that, you
It
know,
was a word salad of
um,
nonsense.
it was word salad sandwich. I mean, that was hard to get through. So
They
we
took
know
his
that you know that I
speech
know.
and they put it in one of those, what was that salad shooter thing back in the day?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what they did. They just threw it in the salad shooter and out came the verbal
And they're,
diarrhea.
now go up to that one, two, third paragraph right in there. So they did identify that there was information sent over from the Bureau of Prisons, additional info that perhaps had revisions in them, but but Biden did look through them. The Autopen just signed it. Whoever had control of the Autopen that day.
Basically,
So again, there's my prime example. Who knows?
it's highlighted
I mean,
in blue, white, and black for everyone.
wow.
Right there, they said there were revisions made that were not run by Biden. They admit that he was not aware of every single one of those names or changes made to it. Hello. Illegal. Debunked. Void. Get
I'm just
rid of
having a
it.
problem with. I'm trying. Yeah, just curious now as to that list of names that we reviewed. Who's in
Mm-hmm.
there? You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Who's in there that's a problem?
My
Obvi-
point.
Obviously, I guarantee you, I'll bet the four that were from dealing with the Iran situation are problem people. You want to bet?
Uh huh.
Who else?
Uh
I mean,
huh.
uh huh. Yep. Well, not quite so
I
sure.
swear I have
Uh
issues with all of this, and I don't care which president it is. This shit should not be happening.
well,
I
I mean, and
agree
how do
with Trump on the J6ers, but in general, and he was even fussy about which of the J6ers got the pardons.
well, and and he left those that did damage. He let those people stay to serve their prison term.
Yes, even if it was an
Not
unfair
everybody,
one.
right? Not everybody was let out.
No. However, one who did get a pardon turned around and committed murder. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I have issues with a lot of this. I really do.
Yeah, there definitely is something amiss in River City on this one.
Uh huh. Oh, yeah. Something is not right with it. Plain and simple.
And and for what basis is he making claims that Trump would go after his family? You want to know why he's worried?
Because
Because
they
of what
did
he
something
did.
wrong.
Well, not only that, but what Biden and his administration did to Trump and his family.
Oh, yeah. They're worried about retaliation
Uh-huh.
because that's what criminals do. They
What they
worry
did.
about who's going to come back after them.
That's
Criminals
correct.
are paranoid. People who are by the books, I ain't got nothing to worry
Yep.
about if I come forward with an accusation because I ain't making shit up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is bothersome on
It's more than
levels
that.
that I am terrified to even admit to how scared it is, how scary it is.
And I believe that what we did was I think we had the article and the news story before the pardon list came out. And I think, I don't know, the way I threw them up on the list, I think they came up before that. But this here was actually, and Crazy B said she'll put the video that goes
This
to
was
the
with this came out July 14th. So no, we had
right
that list God, like a
previous
month or
to
two
that.
ago.
Now, really?
Yeah. That's the last time we did
Okay.
a corrupt politicians episode.
Okay. Um, but they go, you can see where they kind of go hand in hand. The story,
Mm-hmm.
along with, here again, if somebody was doing their job, right? I mean, look at who the hell are us two little itty bitty people hopefully somebody at the DOJ, hopefully some newspaper reporter would pick up this story and say, look, this doesn't match up with what you've said, what you've stated, and here's a list of everybody that you pardoned. Tell us your process. How did you determine yay or nay? And who are the ones that had revisions done to them? We want to see them, and we want to know what was revised. Because
Uh-huh.
there was nothing in that chart that said it was a revision.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of blank spaces that were left on some of this stuff. His most recent stuff that when he left office.
Uh-huh. There's a
It's a,
lot of insanity going on.
you're not kidding.
A lot of
All right.
insanity.
What else you got for us, Crazy B?
Well, we can end this one because we're at 26 minutes, and
What
that's
else?
pretty close to 30.
Okay. Do we have a short by any chance that we could show?
I don't know. Let me look.
Okay.
Um,
And bear with people while Crazy B looks. The setup's a little bit different. So again,
yes, please be patient with me.
we got new shoes on and we're trying to break them in.
And I
Do,
forgot to
do, do.
rename the last video. For the Department of Education one that we covered.
Okay.
Dum dum dum. La da 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 dum. Um, even pertaining to this topic, or
Just to end it with.
um, we can. I don't know. We have a lot.
All right,
Um,
I'll throw one or two of them up. Let's see what you got. What you
okay.
got?
Let's throw up the one about Obama bombing places. We haven't covered
Oh,
that in a
oh no,
while.
we haven't. Unless you hold on, unless you want to save that when we do corrupt politicians on
Oh
Obama,
yeah, we could. We could.
or we do it a second time too. I think it's more than appropriate.
Yep. Oh, let's do that funny alarm clock one you sent over.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me enlarge. Let me change this um from there to I need to add it because you know why not? Um window capture. Let me add this to the studio. Where is it? Okay. And let me move this down behind us. um, there we go. And I think that's a little too high. I wish I could.
1 moment, please.
Hold on. I
Why
gotta
we?
fix a few
You're fine.
things. Be patient with me, folks. There we go. Now it's fit to screen. And we'll be able to see the video.
Okay, let's see. I don't see the video.
Oh, because I forgot to share it with you. Sorry. Hold on. There you go.
Here we
Oh, hell no. I like roosters, but not like that. I'd smack that sucker. I'd smack him. I'd smack him. I'd smack the rooster.
I mean, I want to know who trained him to do that. That's pretty good. He never needs winding, but he does need fed and
Yeah. Ugh.
let out occasionally.
I would probably wring his neck.
He'd be one dead bird, huh?
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
Okay. Um, so with all of this being said, I'm not sure where Crazy B is going to put this. So, although we said it might be Friday, it could show up on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So, if that is the case, I want you all to have a good evening and a good night, and we will see you the following week on Tuesday, July the 29th.
Y'all,
Crazy
stay
B, what
safe,
do you have to
stay
say?
sane, stay sober, all the good stuff. And I'll probably slap
You
this
got
into
it.
each
Good night.
video. But, anyways, yep, good night,
Okay.
folks.
Good night. Have a good one.